I'm Kate Hannasch, and I'm an advertising major at UWEC, and this is my story. So, starting at a young age, I was taught about Jesus from my parents and in Sunday school. Going to church was very important to my family and continues to be to this day. In middle school and high school, I enjoyed going to youth group. The messages given during these times clearly taught me about who Jesus was and that he desired to have a personal relationship with me. I was told that Jesus loved and cared for us so much, and because of this, took my place and died on the cross for all of my sins. I made the decision at a young age to put my trust in Jesus by asking him to take control over my life. Even though I had this personal relationship with the Lord, I still endured struggles and had a lot of learning to do. In high school, I found most of my security and happiness in gaining acceptance from others, particularly guys. I spent a lot of time texting and trying to get attention from them. When they gave me compliments or even spent time talking with me, I felt wanted. I was satisfied for a short amount of time, but then over and over again experienced heartbreak and rejection. I convinced myself that I was too awkward and no one would ever take the time to get to know me. I constantly whined to God and thought, why is this happening to me? I was lonely and felt like I couldn't tell anyone about my struggles because I didn't want them to think that anything was wrong with me. When I got to college, I knew I wanted to be involved in ministry so I could grow in my faith, and I ended up in Crew. Through the messages spoken at Crew, large group Bible studies, and retreats, my mindset really began to change. Even in the midst of sin and shame, God began to remind me of who I was in him and that I was his beloved daughter. I was reminded that I couldn't do anything on my own strength, but only with the Holy Spirit helping me. It wasn't instantaneous, but over time, God began to free me of my sins I was battling with, like impurity. I learned that no person other than Jesus could ever complete me. This summer, I went on a summer mission to North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Here I was able to grow even more in my faith and learn how to share the hope I have in Jesus with others. This was a powerful summer because I gained more of a heart for the lost people around the world and even the people that are close to me who do not have a relationship with Jesus. I still have many struggles, but I have a lot more peace knowing that God has total control over my life and I can look to him in any situation that I go through. All right, thank you for listening to my story, and I hope this story made you think more about where you're at in your faith walk. And also, if you ever want to talk more about my story with me, feel free to message me or call me or meet up. Thanks.